more on this development, we can bring in our correspondent, Jasper Mortimer, who joins us now from Ankara. Jasper, just what could be behind this move by President Erdogan and the Turkish authorities?
Politically, Erdogan is in trouble because the economy is in the doldrums. Unemployment is high, inflation is soaring. In the last elections, the local elections 2 years ago, his party lost control of the two biggest cities in the country, Ankara and Istanbul, for the first time in 25 years. Now, what happened in those elections is that the smaller opposition parties, including the pro-Kurdish party, swung behind the biggest opposition party, the Republican People's Party, told their voters to vote for the Republican People's Party candidate in the local elections, and so the opposition triumphed. Now, I think Erdogan's calculation here is that by banning the Kurdish party, he will demonize the Kurds politically and get the other opposition parties to realize that the Kurds are too much of a hot potato to deal with. There won't be cooperation with the Kurdish party in future. In other words, if Erdogan breaks the opposition alliance, then his party has more chance of winning again. I should point out, however, that the Kurdish party has been banned many times. It tends to re-emerge with a new name. And in 2009, the last time a pro-Kurdish party was banned, it was then called the Democratic Society Party, the DTP. As prosecutors were proceeding with their banning procedures, Erdogan spoke out against what the prosecutors were doing. And he told the public that, if you close the Kurds' political door, you will force them to go to the mountains, which in Turkey means joining the PKK, the Kurdish militia group. That Erdogan has changed his mind about banning the pro-Kurdish party 12 years later, I think shows just how much his political fortunes have fallen.
Now, Jasper, just last week you were at a press conference held by this Kurdish party, and apparently they were already preparing for this eventuality.
Yes, the Kurdish, the Kurds party always have two leaders, a man and a woman. And the woman, Pervin Buldan, told the press conference, if we're banned, we have a plan B and we have a plan C, but it's impossible for me today to say what those plans are. She was obviously holding her cards close to her chest. But, the HDP is about the sixth reincarnation of the Kurdish party, and it is by far the most successful. When I first came to Turkey about 15 years ago, the Kurds had 6 seats in parliament. Today they have 55, and that's despite the government getting rid of several Kurdish deputies, stripping them of their immunity and prosecuting them. And Pervin Buldan said last week, if we're banned, history shows we'll form a party with a new name and the government will derive no benefit at all. And this, I think, is likely to transpire. But one has to say there is a loose cannon on the field, and that is the PKK, the militia group. If the PKK retaliates to the banning of the party by setting off bombs, that will alienate people and it will make people think that Erdogan was right to ban the Kurdish political party.
Jasper Mortimer, our correspondent in Ankara, thank you very much.